Trayvon McMillan is a guy that you talked about in the offseason and what you might hope to get out of him. Give us a scouting report. What does he do, and what do you think he can add?
He did a great job today. He's a guy with a lot of talent. He's got speed. He's never played running back. He's obviously been a quarterback all his life, but he's got a lot of natural instincts and ability for a guy that hasn't played the position. He's learning, but again, you can't coach speed. You can't coach the ability and the vision that he has. And he's got a long way to go, but you saw some things today on the practice field that you go, that's what we needed. It gives us a whole different element to our offense, having a back with that type of speed. So that was good to see today. It was good to see him run around the edge. It was good to see him take the ball inside and naturally cut the way that you're supposed to. He's got, just like I said, he's got natural vision for a guy that hasn't played the position.
When we were watching you guys yesterday, you had some drill where the whole team would run out from the side, line up, run a play, go to the end zone, and run off. And
yeah.
I think you stopped them a couple times because the receiver was maybe a yard off the hash or something like that. Do you feel like you had to set the tone for this spring and kind of drill that?
We watch our defense, and I got great respect for obviously our defense. And you watch how they start practice. They do a pursuit drill, and there's guys flying around like no other. And just like I said, our mindset is we've got to be the team that plays full speed all the time, the team that's relentless and tough whenever things get hard. We got to reduce the turnovers. We got to execute better, and if we consistently play hard, tough, and fast, and don't turn the ball over, we're going to win. And we've failed at times in both areas, and I've got for the first time, like I've said in many interviews, we see the light is at the end of the tunnel finally as a staff. The tunnel's been dark and fighting through to get to where we want to be, and we see it, and it's exciting to see. Our guys have bought in 100%. They're trying to hold each other accountable, and we're in March. I get that, but I feel for the first time there's light at the end of the tunnel.
With how young you guys were last year, is that something you would have let go in the past and not made them start over? Or is this more attention to detail?
No, it's time. Aaron Moorhead last year was trying to get. We were going to play three. We were originally going to try to play 3 freshman wideouts. We got to 2, and we were just trying to get them on the field and get them where to go. And I did the same thing with the quarterback. There was fresh new faces in the offensive line, and now it's time to get the details right. It's time to play really, really hard. It's time to get on the right number, Cam, and drive your feet and block the perimeter the way that we're supposed to block. It's time for Bucky Hodges, believe it or not, everyone says how great he is in this. It's time for him to take over and pay attention to the details. If we do that, we've got a chance. And so we're making it a huge, huge emphasis to play really hard, understand the details, and do your job the way you're supposed to do it.
You mentioned 3 receivers. I assume Bradshaw could have been one of those.
Could have been one of them.
What do you think of him this spring? What do you need to see from him?
It's too early right now for me to give you a full evaluation on him. That's not right. That's unfair.
What would you like to see from him?
I'd like to see him kind of like where Cam and Isaiah were at the end of spring or at the end of training camp. I want to see him at that spot, and then really have a great summer and a great training camp to try to catch up to the 2 older guys that played, or excuse me, call them older guys, the 2 guys that played. So that's what we'd love to see. We need to, just like I said, and I think I mentioned this to you, Andy, we have to get people in that room to step up and play. What we did to Isaiah Ford was completely not right. He played 80-some-odd plays as a true freshman. That's not right. Got to get him off the field. You can't play full speed and let him play 80 plays. So we need guys to step up at that position and get those 2 older guys. My goodness, I can't believe I'm saying that. Those 2 guys that played off the field. We got to get them off the field. We got to give them a break.